Welcome back. The Own Your Eating podcast. What episode is this?
Is it 3? Yeah, episode 3. I think.
Episode 3.
Does it feel like we've been doing business a lot longer?
Feels like forever. Feels like forever when it's 8:45 in the morning and you've already yelled at me.
I gotta keep you in check.
Everybody sees nice.
It's because you're out of macros, is that why?
You were the one yelling.
No.
Everyone sees nice, loving Roz. No one sees her when her head.
Alright, this podcast is not your opportunity to badmouth me.
When your head spins around. Anyway, this podcast is brought to you by
Lurong Living.
Lurong Living. Join the challenge series. So many of you don't know about it, but Lurong offers a great challenge series, which is basically an opportunity to change your nutrition, do a couple workouts, win some sweet prizes. They brought us on board for their macro option, so we're really proud to be a part of Lurong. Look, we're not big fans of, 30-day, 60-day, 90-day challenges. We want this to be sustainable, but just because you're in the middle of a challenge and you're doing something that's, got an end date doesn't mean you can't continue beyond that.
Absolutely. I think it's a great way to cultivate some new habits and meet some people who are going to hopefully help keep you accountable and support you on a sustainable journey.
Absolutely. Lurong preaches a little bit more of a quote-unquote clean nutrition. What are you doing over there?
It's coffee time.
Go ahead. French pressing it?
Yeah.
Let the video see it.
You got to get yourself one of these bad boys if you don't. A French press. Stainless steel. Oh, you must have put a lot of coffee in this one.
I put a shit ton of coffee.
This is what you need when you're running your own business.
Do you know how I do it? I already got a full cup over here. I don't know how you go this long without coffee.
Me?
What is that? A shot of coffee?
I like my coffee to stay as hot as possible, so I only fill my mug up halfway.
You think...
It's the same idea, when you're in a hot country and you're drinking white wine, you don't pour a huge, large glass of white wine.
I'm not a woman, so I don't know what you're talking about.
So you pour yourself little glasses at a time.
Look at you.
But then you lose track of how many glasses you've had, and you have an amazing afternoon. Little trick I learned from my dad.
Yeah, you look. White wine is more of a feminine drink, correct?
I disagree. I think there's a lot of men out there who like white wine.
Yeah.
But it's probably drunk more by females, but yeah. Anyway.
You like your coffee
somehow
hot.
We went from talking about a challenge series to wine.
Well, anyway, check it out. The Lurong Challenge series. We're big fans of it. We're helping them out with their macro option. You're going to like it. If you're looking for a little kick in the butt and something to keep you focused, that could be it. But anyway, let's dive into our week.
Yeah.
We had a phenomenal week. I think the best part of our week, and probably something that got us the most, I don't know what you want to call them, hits?
Yeah, I think it drew a lot of attention and got a lot of notice, was Painless Transformation.
Yeah, so our good friend Ashley, she sent me a picture of this woman. She's like, hey, this is for you. Don't share it.
She really doesn't know you well yet. Hey?
Well, it's like putting a marshmallow in front of a little child and being like, you can't eat this. Or in front of a 38-year-old adult like me. And I was like, no, I respected her. I wasn't going to post it.
Right.
But I said, go ask this person if we can post it. And she's like, oh, no, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, this will be great. This is an attractive woman who has a tremendous change.
Yeah.
In 50 days.
I know. I think that's the amazing part about her transformation is that she clearly was very consistent and diligent with her numbers and got that amazing change in such a short time.
Well, I think that's it. If you're consistent, if you're diligent, I think also there are certain body types that react fast. Like if you have 10 to 20 pounds to lose, obviously less, but you're going to see that big change really quickly, and it's very rewarding because you see it in the mirror quickly, so you probably stay a little more dialed in.
Yeah.
and that's not to say if you have more to lose that you won't see it, but, this woman, Taylor, went from, you could tell, a little extra weight to shredded in 50 days. And obviously, the interweb took notice because on our fan page it blew up, on our Instagram it blew up. If you're somehow listening to this or watching this, check us out on Instagram, On Your Eating. On Facebook, we have On Your Eating with Jason and Roz, which I'm trying to explain to Roz the difference between our pages.
I know, it's a fan page. I don't know. I'm not the one that has difficulty.
At times, but it's also the way I refer to it at times. So we have our fan page, On Your Eating with Jason and Roz.
Correct.
We have our tribe.
Yes.
Just if you search On Your Eating, you'll probably find the tribe.
And for people out there who aren't super savvy with Facebook, the main difference between the fan page and the tribe is that the tribe is your opportunity to really interact with us and other people. Whereas it's not quite so easy on the fan page. That's more like you leave a comment.
Right, the fan page is almost like a page for a business, like a personal page for a business.
Exactly.
Where we post stuff, hopefully you interact, you comment on it, but it's more like...
I see it as a place where we just put amusing shit out
there. But the tribe is where we want our culture and our community to go.
Exactly, yeah. If you've got a question, a burning question that you need answered, go to the tribe. And
I think, we probably respond to 99% of the questions that come in.
Yeah, we're constantly going in and out, checking out what people are responding and making sure that people are getting the right feedback and support. And I think we've done a great job, and we have a great community who clearly...
We've done a great job.
We've done a great job.
Pat ourselves on the back. I love it.
But we've done a great job, I think, in the material we've put out there and the coaching we've done, because looking at all the responses that people are making, it's like, you're spot on. Yeah, awesome. You're giving people support that they need and correct information. So
that's probably one of the best and most rewarding parts is if we're busy for a couple hours and someone asks a question, whether it's Jen or Stacia or Charles, somebody gets back to them with an answer that's really exactly what we'd say.
Yeah. Hey, isn't it Stacia's birthday today?
Oh yeah, it is. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Hopefully she's listening. We'll give her a little shout out in the tribe as well. But Taylor's picture really resonated with a lot of people, and I think something we always encourage all of you to do. If you're just getting started with our program, take a picture.
Yeah, I know what it's like. It's cringy, and you kind of take the picture and you think, there's no way in a million years that I'm going to share this. And then you start making this incredible transformation, you see your progress, and you think, shit, I look fucking good, and I should inspire other people. This is a clean show. I'll watch my language. This coffee is getting me fired up.
It's strong. And then, the other aspect is if you don't, I've heard so many people in retrospect say, I wish I would have taken that picture.
Yes.
So, take it. You don't have to send it to us. You don't have to put it anywhere. Just keep it on your phone. Mm-hmm. But in 1 month's time, 50 days' time, or a year's time, you're going to be grateful that you took that picture. And then we want it. Because every Tuesday we bring to you Transformation Tuesday.
We love to have people feature on our site, or, we're grateful and love sharing your transformations on our social media too.
Right, on the site every week we have a little interview. I'm actually interviewing Taylor the week after next, so we'll ask her some questions. And if you guys have questions for her, let us know. If you have questions specific to Taylor's transformation, comment on this post or somewhere, send us a message, and I'll make sure to ask her.
Yeah, it would be really interesting to hear her stories, know a little bit about what she was doing before.
She's got 2 kids, I know that now, after just corresponding with her a little bit.
Cool. So, probably someone who doesn't have a ton of time spare to be hitting crazy gym workouts every day.
No, she said, can we do late? I get home late from work and I have 2 kids.
Right.
So,
so
proof that it's busy.
Very cool. I'm excited to talk to her too.
Something else that happened this week, we released a new product.
Yeah, I'm excited about this one. This is all yours, baby.
I know. We actually had our first purchase of it already, and we have a giveaway, which we haven't finished yet. People are commenting if you haven't seen it on our Instagram on your eating. If you look on Wednesday's post, there's one that says cutting weight bundle.
Yeah, so that's the product, right?
That is the product, and you can go on there and comment why you should be our free giveaway.
Right, so someone can win this product bundle entirely for free.
Right, which includes some videos. It includes our cutting weight guideline that we created. It includes a double check, a 15-minute phone call with us. So if you haven't already, check it out. It's on onyoureating.com. If you check out the shop, you'll see the cutting weight bundle. But I have a cool post coming about it tomorrow.
Oh yeah, in the blog?
In the blog. I need you to proofread it. It's set, but I need you to proofread it. And actually, if you're listening and you have some feedback for our blog, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, definitely.
This is how I live, isn't it?
What? Going from one thought to
Yeah,
another?
now I understand why I drive you crazy.
You're like a butterfly.
Is that good?
Or actually, maybe, I think I told your mom you were like a blue-ass fly yesterday.
What's a blue?
You've heard that expression
A
before?
blue ass fly?
Yeah.
No, what's that?
So, like, imagine one of those big flies that's, like, buzzing around like frigging crazy in your living room. That's where the expression comes from. When
You told my mom that?
Yeah.
What'd she say?
She laughed.
Does she agree or disagree? I don't think she sees me in this element.
I can't possibly divulge the
What did she say? I want to hear.
secret conversation that you and
She's not
me
listening.
and your mom
She
had.
can barely figure out Instagram. She's not listening to this podcast. She's saying.
No, I couldn't possibly.
Well, anyway,
She laughed.
I know I bounce around a lot. I have adult onset ADD.
I think that's potentially what it is. Made worse by a whole French press of coffee.
So anyway, I have a post coming tomorrow. Well, obviously, if you're listening to this today, you haven't read it. So check it out tomorrow on the Own Your Eating blog. But I'll give you a quick insight to the post because you haven't read it yet either, right?
No, so yeah, give me a little bit of a backstory to this cutting
All right. Well,
weight bundle.
this will be like last week,
All right.
where you get a little bit deeper.
Okay, cool.
But this is like a prequel.
I like it.
So I've always competed in wrestling, and I grew up. I started wrestling because my science teacher was like, "Hey, you're small. You need to wrestle." This is all in the article.
Mm-hmm.
91 pounds at the time. I weighed like 80 something, so it's tiny. 91 pounds in New York was the lightest weight class they offered. So in my mind, it kind of became ingrained in me, like, "Hey, make that lightweight class." That was easy to do when I was like in 7th grade at 80 pounds. A little more challenging, 9th grade. By the time I was a 10th grader, still trying to make 91 pounds, it was terrible. Like, you basically don't eat for 3 months. Like, after Christmas vacation, the weight classes go up 2 pounds, so now it's 93, so it's like, it feels amazing with these it's amazing what 2 extra pounds will do.
Mm-hmm.
But, all the while I'm making this weight with no nutrition education. Like, literally thoughts that would go through my mind would be like, I would eat angel food cake because I thought it was light. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, okay, well, if this weighs this much and I eat it, it won't make me gain that.
And I can totally understand that. I mean,
But I'm in like 10th grade. I'm 15.
Yeah.
I don't know any better.
and I think I followed a similar thought process and was heavily influenced by packaging labels too. If it says light on it, well, hell, I'm going to lose weight eating that. Or
And this was during the fat-free craze.
yeah, or low fat.
So we would buy boxes of these Snackwell cookies,
Mm-hmm.
and I would just crush boxes of them, thinking I'm eating good
Right.
because it's no fat, etc. So, I finished high school, 91 pounds. I had wrestled by my end of my senior year all the way as heavy as 138 pounds.
Right.
And I didn't really always weigh that much, but I was pretty good, and my coach could move me around to just fill spots wherever he needed. Wrestle in college, involved in bodybuilding, so other types of weight cutting going on. Not necessarily where I care what the scale says for bodybuilding, but you need to be shredded on stage, which is often dehydrating,
Mm-hmm.
etc. So none of these habits that I'm learning are good, but they're working. So it's flash forward, years of competing at jiu-jitsu as well. I found myself at 170 pounds in 2012, and this is all part of the article. And I got a flyer in the mail. I remember, picking it up and reading it and being like, oh, this tournament's going to be down the road. Like, literally 10 minutes from where I live. And I was like, I have no excuse not to compete. It's in March. And I was like, I always look to see, okay, what weight classes are offered. And then the 130-pound weight class was the lightest weight class. And I was like, cool, I'm going to make that. I didn't really know what I weighed at the time, but I got on the scale the next morning, I was 170. So that's 40 pounds.
Mm.
Now, keep in mind...
And how long?
Like 2.5 months.
Right.
And couldn't explain this super well in the article, but keep in mind, I knew I was going to cut some water weight. So when you look at a 40-pound change, you're not looking at like, I need to drop 40 pounds of fat. You're looking at like, okay, I need to drop like 30 and then cut 10 at the end.
Right.
So immediately that day, like committed to it, signed up, began my diet, zoning, 10 blocks, because I was like, I need to watch what I eat.
Mm-hmm.
And
damn, did your body crash hard?
well, and I was intermittent fasting. So basically, I would go about my entire day, come home, and eat a 10-block meal.
Right.
Because, I like to eat a lot at night.
Yeah.
But, like, completely clean. So it was, like, 10 blocks of meat, 10 blocks of vegetables, which was, like, crazy amount.
Yeah.
And then, like, 30 almonds or cashews. And, yeah, I lost weight. I was training hard still. I was still, coaching CrossFit and, going to JiuJitsu every day, and my body just hit a wall at 150 weeks, like wouldn't budge.
Really?
I dropped to even less food. I got to, in the article I talked about, I got to 148 the day before, and I was like, can I do this? Like I was already signed up, but I was like, I could probably go a heavier weight class if I needed to, but I was like, let's give it a go. So 148 Friday morning, my buddy Marvin, who is a professional MMA fighter, meets me at the gym. Where Albany CrossFit was in a bigger gym that had a sauna, steam room, hot tub. And we were like, all right, let's do this. 18 pounds. Like, we got 8 hours.
Jesus.
And, I think this is where I understand pounds and weight a lot better than most people. Like, dropping 5 pounds of water is nothing. Like most of us, if we go for a long run in heat,
mm-hmm.
a hard cross, without hydrating throughout, you'll drop a few pounds. So cutting down to 140, 8 pounds was nothing. It was like, sit in the sauna, you put on sweats, you tape wrestle, you put on a plastic suit, you tape up the end so your body heat's staying trapped. Down at 140, no problem. And then at some point, you start to feel terrible.
Mm.
Like your body is like, what is going on? And if you start to sweat enough, your body will stop sweating. So, like, those last few hours were just, like I remember, like, you try to get, like, Marvin would just, like, lock me in the sauna. Or you'd come out and you would just lay there, like, feel like you were dying.
Whoa, yeah.
So it was torture towards the end. But, I stepped on the scale the final time. It was 130. I was like, let's go. We drove over to the local college where it was being held, hopped on the scale, and then... immediately started pounding Pedialyte.
What's that?
It's like for children when they have like diarrhea or they're vomiting because it's got like electrolytes in it. Right. So pounding water, made myself completely sick.
I'm not surprised
because I had cut some, brought it in too fast.
Yeah.
But within a few minutes, I'm back at 140.
Right.
Because it's just water weight.
Yeah.
So anyway, long story short, this is all in the article. Won the tournament. I got a video on there. Actually, ironically enough...
You won, babe?
Of course.
Aww.
At 130, and then ironically enough, they were like, hey, we need somebody in the 140 division too. I was like...
Perfect.
I just cut all this weight to go 130, and now I'm doing both, and then I came in second in that division. So I was like, what? And that was after. So I was like, had I not gone to 130 and just done this division fresh, I probably...
would have won.
Yeah,
that.
so it was cool, though, to be able to do... It was literally like... all my matches at 130, like the way jiu-jitsu tournaments work, it's like a bracket. But then if you win, you immediately have your next. So I had like 5 matches, and then 140 goes on next, and it's like right into your first round there. I was beat, and I think it's hard to say I cut 18 pounds well, but I did. Like, the goal in a water cut, and this is all what you'll learn if you do the cutting weight bundle, is like get that water out and in as fast as possible.
Right.
So in other words, like when I was a kid, I would walk around dehydrated for weeks, not realizing it because I was trying to stay low.
Right.
Where I learned, like, hey, I can take this 18 pounds of water, I can basically remove it from my body, but then immediately get it back in. The less time you're dehydrated, the better you're going to feel.
Yeah.
It's hard to lose 18 pounds in 8 hours and feel great the next day. But, I felt good enough to have like 10 matches and perform well. Now, after that tournament, my body crashed hard. From months of training hard, from the cutting. But I think the one positive thing I did was like, all right, I'm back up to I was probably at 150 again within a couple of days. And I was like, I'm not letting myself go to 170. And that's when I started to learn about flexible eating.
Yeah, and now obviously you have all that experience and now the tools and knowledge that you have with flexible eating to be able to help people achieve their weight goals with those tools.
Absolutely, and
you didn't have when you were trying to prepare for that.
Yeah, even then, what I would have done better is, for if someone's interested, it's like, hey, we're going to continue to fuel your body. We're not going to deplete you nutritionally. We're not going to worry about your water until, the day of. That's one thing I'm really good at. I've helped hundreds of people cut water weight to make weight for MMA fights. Right. So that's something I've got. But I've got a little bit better strategy with that even these days. But yeah, it's really about staying fueled. I've done it for wrestling, jiu-jitsu, weightlifting, bodybuilding, all of those sports. The one common thread is you need to be fueled because you're not going to perform well, certainly on the day of, but especially on the weeks leading up to it. And with bodybuilding, you need to look and feel your best so you can train hard at the box or the gym, I should say. With wrestling, you need to be training hard so you can spar, so you're not feeling like you're lacking confidence going on to the mats.
Exactly, yeah. There's a huge mindset element in all of these sports, so it's important that you obviously feeling nourished and fueled. Otherwise, you can go into those matches with not a great mindset, feeling a little depleted.
Absolutely. And, so that's what the cutting weight bundle is for. Don't hop on there thinking, hey, I just want to, get shredded in 6 weeks and think, that's for you. We have other packages for that. This is very sports specific. And if you think, you deserve our free giveaway, hop over to our Instagram, Own Your Eating, check out the post. It says cutting weight giveaway, picture of a scale and some hot chick's feet on it. Are those your feet?
I wish I had nice feet. Pedicured toes like that.
I don't have a foot fetish, but those feet are nice. And
go and
because we already have 20 plus comments. It looks like.
Yeah.
So hop on there, give us a good reason. We'll read through and we're going to pick one at random.
Cool.
Now, last thing, because we're going to try to keep this podcast a little shorter. You have something big coming up.
Yeah, I think we won't talk too much about it today because we're going to have our Facebook Live on Monday.
Facebook Live, what time we're going to do?
I don't know. Let's discuss and we'll set a time. We need to check our schedules.
Let's do 7.
7 p.m. Eastern?
We always do 7:30, then it gets late for us.
All right, 7 p.m. Eastern.
7 o'clock Eastern.
We're going to do a Facebook Live, and we'll have been...
I think we'll announce it prior to that.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it on Monday. But watch the space. Got some workout tips and things coming your way.
You were working super hard on it, babe. I'm super proud of you. You're the best at making PDFs and... No, you're just meticulous. You're great at that stuff I hate.
Oh,
we always fight about it because you're like...
Technical, creative things.
We'll have an idea and I'll be like, cool, go do it. I don't like doing that, but you're great at it.
I get lumbered with the huge projects, but it's all good.
That's the price you pay for being good at it. For being the smart one in this relationship.
I don't know about smart, but
I think that's going to be huge. I think people are going to love it. Mm-hmm. I think, and we, in conjunction with that, we have a new bundle coming out.
Yeah,
we heard about it in the past. People, this demographic. Are we saving it as a surprise?
Yeah, let's wait till Monday.
All right. Well, this demographic of people, men and female, have special events that they want to get ready for.
Yeah.
And that's what this bundle will cater to.
Yeah.
So look for that. We're gonna kind of drop hints along the way.
Yeah.
But it'll be announced Monday, and then we'll have a Facebook Live, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah.
Whatever time that is in Australia.
Yeah.
But we have people buying our products in Australia. I had a phone call.
I know.
I couldn't understand her.
But let's make a note for any future phone calls coming from Australia, New Zealand.
Increase our Skype credits. So, really cool. did you want to say something else?
Yeah, no, there was a couple other things. I think we've had a really good week. We're actually coming up to so on Monday we'll have been, or the website will have been live for 3 weeks, which is exciting. And
It's amazing.
I know, and we're super excited by the momentum and just the amount of support we've had from people. And
We couldn't do it without them.
No.
We couldn't.
No.
We literally could not.
No, we could
I mean,
not.
we can do this, and my mom would be the only listener.
I think that's actually true. I don't think even my family listens to this.
Your family's too busy. My mom's home. But I mean, yeah, we couldn't do without our tribe.
Yeah.
So thank you guys. And I mean, it's really been overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
Truly overwhelming.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Crazy.
And you know, that aside from launching the website, a huge part of what we are wanting to do is obviously, hopefully you've heard us talk about it. We want to go on the road and actually meet some of these people that we've helped and meet some of you guys in the tribe. And I'm excited because we're actually going to start doing that.
I mean,
May 5th, we've got our first seminar.
we do. I mean, it's local. I mean, not local. We have to drive to it, but it's not part of the tour.
No, not part of the official tour, but
We'll be in Miami.
for me, it kind of signals the kickoff. I'm getting excited, itchy feet to get on the road.
We'll be in Miami at CrossFit Town Miami.
Yeah.
Friday, Cinco de Mayo. We'll bring some tequila.
Oh my gosh.
And it's our first kind of official Own Your Eating seminar. You know, I've done some seminars. You've helped out a little bit here and there, but this is kind of the first of the official.
The first official Own Your Eating Jason and Roz show.
We have our new seminar packet they'll be getting. They'll get tickets. You know, they're buying them online.
Yeah.
So really exciting. And you know, let's one thing we want to give a shout out to Happier Camper.
Oh yeah.
Who's really, check them out if you haven't already. They're taking good care of us with their camper.
I know. I'm so excited.
We're getting, we're purchasing one, but they've helped us out. They've helped us create a really good version of.
I mean,
of the
the
HC
number
one.
of questions.
I've been going back and forth with that girl. She thinks I'm crazy.
Yeah, and she knows my pain.
But check them out if you haven't already. Happier Camper. Give them a follow or whatever you do. And I want to wrap this up. We got to get going. But you said to me yesterday, I can't believe this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, when we first started talking, it was primarily via Instagram and text because you were in Vancouver and I was in Florida, and we hadn't really even been on a date yet.
Yeah.
And somewhere along the way, we kind of said, "Hey, let's get a camper and travel the States."
Yeah.
And then yesterday, you said, "I can't believe it's happening." So I'm proud and excited to be doing that with you. So it's going to be. I don't look forward to living in a 50 square foot camper with 2 smelly dogs, but I look forward to living in it with you and gaining life experiences and traveling this country, meeting all the members of our tribe. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I know. I can't wait, baby.
So
I think
if you see a trailer go by you with a donut on it, honk at us, give us a high five. We'll
get Mo to stick his face out the window.
It's going to be exciting, and I'm really excited. And again, we couldn't have done it without all of you. If you're interested in hosting a seminar, please check out the site, ownyoureating.com. At the top, it says host a seminar. Send it to your box owner, your friend, your family, anywhere that, just because we have a town listed on our tour doesn't mean we're not willing to drive out of the way or come see you. So
absolutely.
We want to go,
as long as you've got the best donuts to offer, we're there.
Well, and you know what? We had some Dunkin' Donuts last night, so we're not even that picky. I had 3.
I don't know. I'm not gonna badmouth them, but after last night's donuts, I'm super excited to be heading back to Tampa to get some.
We're heading to
some donuts from Jupiter Donut Company. Oh my gosh!
We'll take some pictures and post them online.
Incredible!
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They might be the best donuts I've had. Didn't I say that was my favorite?
I think so.
Yeah. So check them out if you're in Tampa. But let's wrap this up. It's going to be a great experience. Check us out, ownyoureating.com. Hit up the tribe on Facebook, social media, Own Your Eating. We're even on Twitter these days, Own Your Eating.
Yeah.
You can check out Roz's personal Instagram, Confessions of a Superfoodie.
Yeah.
And her website. And
come and join us on Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, for our Facebook Live.
Facebook Live, big announcement. All right, babe. We're out of here.